So PATAPSCO is a follow-on study to POTOMAC. It's a phase 3B study that's being done only in the United States. So POTOMAC was a randomized phase 3, 1,000-person study, all entirely done outside the United States, but where patients were given durvalumab in combination with induction BCG and maintenance. And it was testing a number of questions under that study. But does durvalumab plus induction and maintenance improve disease-free survival? Can durvalumab replace maintenance and improve disease-free survival? Essentially what that study showed was that there was an efficacy signal there. And the question is this combination safe, and what sort of efficacy signal would we see in the United States with Tice BCG? And so that's the rationale. It's not regulatory per se, but it was to generate data in a US population using Tice BCG. So it's a single arm, open label trial, and it enrolled patients with BCG-naive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. But a lot of these patients were very high risk. So half the patients had T1 disease, for example, which makes sense. I mean, as an investigator on this trial, I wasn't putting, just low volume, high grade TA patients on there, or even low volume CIS patients. I was putting patients on high volume T1 with CIS that I thought were going to most benefit from that combination. So 99 patients went on this study across 19 centers. Patients received a year of durvalumab plus induction and maintenance BCG for about 2 years. The primary endpoint was incidence of grade 3 or 4 AEs at 6 months. And we also, secondary endpoints looked at immune-mediated adverse events as well. There are efficacy numbers that will come eventually, but those were secondary endpoints. So 12% of patients in the PATAPSCO trial had a grade 3 or 4 AE at 6 months. There were a couple of additional AEs that occurred, grade 3 or 4 AEs that occurred after that primary endpoint of 6 months ended. So total number of grade 3 or 4 AEs was 16%. 20% of patients developed an immune-mediated adverse event, and 5% of those were grade 3 or higher. Most of those AEs were like thyroid-related AEs, and most patients had responded to steroids, or dose reduction or dose discontinuation.